And here we have the guys who have lined up for the final E. And like I said, they'd be looking to maybe do some different race plans in this final, test out different strokes as well at different points of the race. And they're off. So we've got Mantez Freda from Slovenia in lane 6. He's a very speedy paddler. Like I said, he's an under-23 European Championship medalist. We've got lane 7 leading it out from Canada, Cameron Lowe. I know they've got a new coach working with them now, Paul Wycherley. He used to be an athlete for Great Britain, so he's just gone into the role in the last few months. So I'm sure he'd be looking on to see how all his athletes are progressing now.
It does seem like we are missing one athlete. Looks like Nico Keskinen from Finland may not be there. Oh no, sorry, he is there. So we didn't have anyone in lane 2. I don't know what's happening there with the scheduling, but we've got lane 1, then a gap in lane 2, and then Keskinen from Finland is in lane 3. In lane 4, we have Zachary Alva from the United States. In lane 5, Grimslaw Rodjek from Manfvinia in lane 6. Cameron Lowe from Canada, lane 7. Kalachelvan from Singapore in lane 8, and Escara from Uruguay in lane 9. And it is Cameron Lowe from Canada who's gone out to set the early speed. And just inside him in lane 5, Rodjek from Poland. Just 1,000 meters. I mean, there's so many things to think about. So many. We were talking about this yesterday, Jen, and you've done a lot of marathon paddling. You've done a lot of 5,000 meter paddling. One of the most important things to do is to stick to your own game plan, isn't it? And not panic and not get thrown off by what other paddlers might be doing, because it's very easy to see somebody take off and charge out to a 15-meter lead and all of a sudden start panicking and think you've got to try and catch them up. You really need to stick to your own game plan, because that's what you've got your head around when you come into the race.
Yes, Ross, you really have to focus on what you're going out to accomplish. So they'll all have their separate race plans. And like you say, it's about staying in your zone, in your lane, and focusing on what you want to do in this race. So your different race plan from the others, and not being distracted by anyone around you. As you can see, Cameron Lowe here is still in the lead. Will he be able to hold it in the final part, in the second part of this race? It's going to be a tough last 300 meters or so of this race. Lane 6, Slovenia seems to be coming back quite strongly also. So, you know, they might have decided to try a different race plan in this final E now compared to their heats or their semis in preparation for Poznan next weekend, the second World Cup, because it's a good chance to try something different and see if it works. So as you can see, the Polish in lane 5, Rodjek, has come through very strongly now as we go into the final stages of the race. He looks very comfortable, very efficient. His legs are driving well. He's rotating well with his arms and his body. And he's got a lovely lead now in lane 5. Cameron has fallen back a little bit. Hopefully he might be able to hang on to second place. But lane 4 from USA, Alva, seems to be coming through very strongly also. And, you know, the Americans are going to be looking towards now LA 2028 and building on these different international competitions in preparation for the next 4 years. They'll get a quota place at the Olympics. And here we have Poland taking the win, followed by Slovenia and then USA.
Yeah, well called, Jen. Unfortunately for Cameron Lowe from Canada, I saw him look across there when he saw Rodjek go. Rodjek thought, okay, I'm going to make my move. Lowe looked across and he thought, nah, I can't do it. I can't go with you. And that must be a heartbreak moment for an athlete. When you're cruising along and you think you've got this under control, and then you see another athlete just go up a gear and you know you can't go with them. And he couldn't go with Rodjek. Rodjek clearing out and Lowe fading back to finish 4th. Good finish though from Zachary Alva from the United States. It's a good point you make, Jen. You know, the LA team, the USA team, trying to build together a formidable squad that they can prepare for Los Angeles for a home Olympics. And a really good finish as well from Manfreda from Slovenia. But no doubt about our winner. Obviously, Rodjek very, very comfortable with his speed earlier on in the race. No need to panic. He didn't let the Canadian get to him and just managed to pull away when required. Close finish for second, Jem. Let's have a look here. I think the Slovenian just got there. Manfreda ahead of Alva from the United States. So well done. Przemysław Rojek from Poland, winning the E-final in the men's 1000.
Yeah, and he'd be looking forward to racing now next week on home territory in Poznan, Poland. He looks pretty happy with his race there and building on that now for the second World Cup.
Just on Poznan, of course, next weekend, Jen, you've raced here, you've raced in Poznan.